welcome in everybody. ET, thanks for showing up. I'm going to be hanging out a few minutes to get everything set up here and wait for everything to catch up. So hopefully I've got somebody coming over. I got somebody coming in. Hey, Pat, welcome in. Let me get this set up here. Been so long since I've used StreamYard. Let's see if I can get this. I need a special rod to catch swamp. Yes, you do. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. Where do I pin this at? Give me a second, guys. I'm out of whack, bouncing back and forth. There we go. I'll get that pinned up there. Jump back over. All right. So I'm waiting on Pac to show up. He wanted a few suggestions on his fishing and just talk about what everybody does and what we use and what we go catch. You know, every continent there's a different style of fishing and fish. So everybody's fishing techniques are going to be different. What works for one person may not work for the next. But if you can incorporate some of how they use their stuff and what's legal by the DNR in your area, you can use it or not use it. But just remember, there's always a gray area. So if they can't prove it, you can use it. Fishes all have legs. Yeah, they do talk a lot, I'll tell you that. I do appreciate everybody coming over, especially you, Pat. First time over here. Hopefully this will be entertaining for you and not boring. But if it gets boring, I don't blame you for jumping ship. We're all just here to have fun and enjoy. ET to Pat, hello. Pat came over from Fishing with Pac, David's channel. The American Philippines family. So hopefully he'll Columbus, Indiana. Well, that's nice because I'm way north of you. I'm in northern Minnesota. Up north. And on my channel, you'll see a couple of trips that I made over. You'll see that I made a couple of trips over to Isle Mirada or Isle. Shit, now I can't even think. Isle Royal, and that's a little area out in the middle of Lake Superior and Lake Michigan. So not only do you have to have a Minnesota license, you have to have a Michigan license on top of that. So just because you think, hey, Pack, just because you think you're in one lake and you only need one license, well, you better check into it because you could be getting a ticket, and it's a healthy ticket for not having a fishing license in the other state. And your stamps. If you don't have your trout stamps, your certain fishing stamps, you'll get a ticket for that too, and a lot of your stuff will get taken away if you don't have it. Every state is different, and the cost and prices are all different depending on the state that you're in. It's just like hunting out of season. They'll take whatever you got with you. Columbus, Indiana. I don't know where about it is, but I did remember reading about Columbus. They're in the middle of the Columbus, Indiana is like the middle of the U.S. It's right along that line. David, I pinned that link up for you, so if you want to pop up, you're more than welcome. E.T., Pat, you guys are more than welcome. I don't get a lot of people that come to my channel, so you ain't got to be scared to come up. And all I ask is that you show me your face when you pop up, and then if you want to use your icon after that, you're more than welcome to. So let's welcome in Mr. Pack.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yep, you're a little low, but that's on my end because my volume was low. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Welcome. Welcome.
So,
what's going on?
How has your fishing experience been where you're at? Slow?
It sucks.
It sucks?
It sucks. To be honest, we live in a place that has a reservoir, a Beaver Lake. It's a chain of lakes that's used for the Corps of Engineers generating electricity. So the problem with our area is it's not they don't care about fishing. They care about electricity generation, right?
Right.
So the lake has no vegetation in it, just dead trees and rocks. So you do have structure and cover, but it's not a fishery. It's a reservoir for recreation.
Okay. So what kind of fish is supposedly supposed to be in there?
Well, we have everything in there. We have the crappie, the bass, the perch, the catfish, even a few walleye. So, and it's not a horrible fishery. I'm not saying that. Well, I am saying that. It sucks as a fishery, but it's a beautiful lake. It's part of the White River chain of lakes where we have like Bull Shoals and Table Rock and Beaver Lake all on the White River. Now, if you want to come to this part of the world to go fishing, most people come here to go trout fishing up on the White River in like Cotter, Arkansas, which is about 2 hours from us. But the dam where we trout fish is only about an hour from us.
Oh, okay. Now, that method that I had told you about, you can't use that. I know for a fact you cannot ever chum for trout. That's against every DNR out there. You cannot chum for trout. I don't care if it's river trout, lake trout, whatever. You cannot chum for them.
And I guess that kind of makes sense, right? I mean, To me, trout are so easy to catch anyway. You don't really need to chum for them.
Right.
We enjoy catching trout. We're not really big freshwater fish eaters, but we go up there. It's a beautiful location, but it's really easy. You just throw a night crawler on a hook and throw it out and wait a little bit.
Yeah. Now, if you want to catch a lot of crappie and your sunfish and stuff like that, that's where the chumming comes in.
That's correct.
You can chum, like I said, you get a little Zippo cast rod, tie that bag on the end of it, and just throw it out 10, 15 feet, let it sit there 20 minutes, and then go throw your rod close by it, and you'll be catching them all day long.
Yeah, I never heard of anybody using a fishing rod for chumming. We've used buckets and put ropes on them and dangled them over the bluffs, and kind of throw them
Right.
out, but the concept of using a bag and
But
then hooking it up to a fishing rod and, it's pretty
you ain't
smart.
got to throw it way out there.
Right.
The fish will detect the sound noise from the banks.
That's right.
So instead of having all the fish come towards the banks, you're out 10 or 15 feet where the vibration is lower and they're not so hesitant to go there and start swimming around and eating the chum.
Exactly. No, exactly. That's right. I agree with you. You definitely don't want to put your chum right next to the bank. You got to
Right.
get it out there. And I have seen a method where some guys had a floater, a floating chum bucket, which I thought was pretty ingenious. They used a little styrofoam ring and they had their chum frozen in a bucket
Right.
and they would send it out into the water.
That's only on calm days. Now, if you're in a
That's
lake,
right.
that has a current, and
Oh,
you
wait a
tie a
minute.
rope onto it, 15 minutes later, it's downstream from you up on the bank.
That's correct. That's correct.
You
So
know
for
that?
like ponds and small lakes, it works pretty good. But I agree with you totally.
Yeah, that's why the bag with the chum in it frozen up. Then you can tie that bag right to your fishing line and just toss it out there and let it sink. Or
Yeah, and I
let it
guess
float.
what you're looking at is probably doing like a Carolina rig, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what's the bag? I mean, what kind of
That
bag are you using? Like a mesh
it's,
bag?
it's just like a mesh bag for chum. That's all it is. It's a fine mesh bag. So as it dissolves, it starts letting everything go through the bag.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Because you can buy all these little mesh bags, and
Yep.
then yeah, I got you. So
Yep.
pretty cool.
But
Yeah, I never heard of the concept of using the pole, but it makes great sense.
yeah, you can put it, that way you can put your bag wherever you want it to go.
I totally agree. I just never ever thought of that.
If you don't like the area and there's a current there and your bag, you watch your line and the bag is downstream from you, well, pick it back up and throw it upstream and let it come back down. And when it gets in front of you, that's when you put your lure out there. And
Well, and I guess that's something that you could do. I mean, you could always, if you're fishing, in a stream and or a river, a small river, I wouldn't do a large one, but I guess you could tie it up just a little bit above you, right?
yeah, yeah,
And let your baits kind of float through the chum, because I fish a lot when in creeks and in places with soft plastics. I like to fish, and so I like to throw those, especially Berkeley power baits. And so I could see where if you had a chum bag, upriver, 15, 20 feet from you,
right.
upriver, you can cast over it and
Yep.
kind of come through the feeding area, and you might be pretty impressed.
Yeah. So you grasp the concept of it.
I do. I just never. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we use it on the lakes up here, and we wait for a nice calm day, and we get out there early in the morning or late in the evening and do it till you can't stand slapping no more mosquitoes.
oh yeah.
Oh, they come across the lake in swarms up here.
Pat
You can,
says he hasn't been fishing in a while. I would like to go. We should go, Pat.
Yeah,
Oh, hello, ET. Forgot to say hello to you. Good to see you. Thank you for being here.
it's
Yeah,
just a little bit of a stress reliever, you know. You get out and not think about nothing and just relax.
no, fishing's great. I'm going to try to go this week. We're supposed to have 70 degrees weather this week.
It just
So,
started warming up here.
yeah, we have a lot of little lakes, city lakes, that they put trout in for the winter. And I'm going to go to the same place I've been going with my mobility scooter because, my ankles and knees are bad. And they got a nice big fishing pier and I can sit out there, but I'm going to try to catch some, they're not going to be but 11, 12 inches. I'll
Yeah,
throw them all back, but some rainbow trout because that's what they stock in there during the winter.
right. Nothing wrong with the little catch and release.
Nah, we're big onto that. Like I said, we don't eat a lot of freshwater fish anyway, so
I like going up north, just north of me, about an hour or so up on Lake Superior. And when I'm talking about catching some trout, we throw back anything under 10 pounds.
damn.
If you go on one of my videos, that's the biggest trout I have caught in Lake Superior, and that was a couple years ago. And that was
Awesome,
20 plus
awesome.
pounds.
What kind of trout is it?
Oh, I got a picture of it. It
Is it a
was
rainbow, a brown, a brook?
no lake trout.
It's a lake trout. Okay.
Lake trout.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got lake trout, steelhead, rainbows, browns. We got every kind of trout that can be in there up there.
Wow. Pat's asking, has anybody ever eaten turtle meat before? I
Yes,
did
I
when
have
I
in
was a kid. Yeah.
Louisiana.
Yeah. We had a neighbor that was an old swamp guy. And I don't know if he thought it was funny, but he fed us kids turtle a couple of times. It didn't bother me any. I don't
Turtle meat's good.
know. Yeah. I don't remember what it tasted like. I was a kid, but I wouldn't be opposed to trying it now.
I've had it in a bunch of stews.
Yeah.
Never had turtle meat all by itself. It was always mixed in with something.
Right. Like chicken wings. Not like chicken wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or frog legs or something. Yeah, I'm with you there. Is it hard to eat? I eat that once as a teenager. I'm old now, Pat says.
Uh,
That
it
one,
it depends on how it's cooked.
yeah. I would imagine it's a tough meat until you put in a soup or a dish, right? I
Right.
could see it being a tougher meat. I don't see a lot of meat on turtles, but I could see it. I could see it. Hershey Highway Club is in the house. Hello to
Yeah,
you.
welcome in. I don't know who you are, but welcome in.
Says hello, Richard and ET. So good to see you. Thank you. But
Yeah.
your chumming thing is kind of like what we would do with a light for
Yeah.
crappie or white bass at night.
Yep.
Yeah, you kind of
Well,
we kind
that's
of got
mainly
the
towards
light.
the bank areas, though, to draw them in.
Yes.
A lot of guys use those lights on the boats just to bring them
Yep.
up closer to the boat. Same way with chumming, they'll hang a chum bucket over the back of the boat and
Right.
just anchor up and drift along in circles all day.
Yeah. I mean, we used to do the lights, and what we would do is because our lake here has a lot of dead standing timber. So basically, you just kind of pony up to a tree, tie up, and then you just put the light out. And if you want, you can even attach it to another tree if you got a long enough cord, and you just sit there,
Yeah.
and boom, 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 boom. And then we used to use it on bluffs. When I was growing up, a buddy and I would go and we would lower the light down. We'd sit on a bluff and we'd lower it right next to the side wall of the bluff.
Oh,
And the water is probably 30, 40 feet deep there.
the last time I actually used lights on a fishing pole or a rig was when I lived in Florida when we went out tuna fishing
Wow.
or sword fishing.
They
Swordfish.
use lights? How do they use lights for that?
You put a light every 100 feet, and your bait that you use is rigged up so it looks like it's chasing the light. So when you troll along, the bigger fish will go for that game and grab hold of it, and then they try to go for the light also. But
Wow, I didn't know that.
when they grab the bait, that's when you know they're on.
Wow, I'm going to have to Google some videos of that because I've never seen that done before.
Yeah, night fishing for swordfish.
Okay, all right, I'll Google that or YouTube it, whatever.
Yep. Yeah, we've used lights on that.
Wow.
Put them at 100 feet, at 500 feet, and 1,000 feet.
That's weird. Wow, I wouldn't have thought of that either.
Because when they strip line, they strip line.
Yeah.
You'll be back there for 30 minutes just constantly reeling. And let me tell you what, if you ain't ever had your forearm or your wrist hurt when you were done fishing,
you haven't fished.
Yeah. You've definitely been cranking on a reel.
My wife watered the plants with my drinking water.
Yeah. If they're good for you, they're good for the plants.
What am I going to drink? You know?
Plant water.
That's it. But yeah, we love to fish. And we're going to go to Alabama in a few weeks, or in April, in a few more weeks.
Yeah,
and we're spending a week there, and we're going to do a lot of shore fishing. We're not going to book a fishing trip. We're just going to go and do shore fishing.
Right. Yes, they're big on their bass and catfish down there.
Yeah, they are. We're going to be down in southern Alabama, down by Foley, or Orange Beach. You know.
Yeah, they like those catfish.
They do. But
we never eat that.
Yeah. I've been watching videos about how to catch mango snappers up close to the wall.
They like the mangrove areas, the trees that are coming out of your mango trees and all that. If you can find an area that's thick with them, that's where they like to hang out.
Yeah, and I've been watching videos on that, but I've been watching a couple of guys down in Alabama fish the seawalls, and they're picking up quite a few flounder and mangrove snappers right up against the seawall.
Yeah, because they're eating the snails and stuff that are on the seawall.
Yeah, the seawall and the little rock debris that's in front of it. Yep. And they're just using a live shrimp. And so I've been watching a couple of those Alabama boys fish. And I'm excited to go and see the new, they redid the pier at Gulf Shores. It's brand new. It's beautiful.
Right.
They got a new one out there on Dolphin Island. They rebuilt a whole bunch of piers and parks after the hurricane. So it's really nice. I've been watching videos on it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
At least you're getting familiar with the area before you even get there.
That's correct. And I'm one of these, I'm one of these guys that study. And here, I'll show you what I do. Hang on. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen these.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, these are my favorite fishing maps. And I have one for the Mobile Bay area. So I've literally been going through the maps and searching for pedestrian fishing spots, going through this and making notes and looking for the parks, the piers, all of that stuff. And this tells you everything. So
now you just got to pull up the regulations and see what you're going to need. Because some places, well, I know down south, if we go and fish on a river with a cane pole from land, you don't need a fishing license.
Wow. Wow.
But that's with the cane pole.
Right.
And I've got a cane pole.
Right. Yeah. I don't know about that. I know that the rule of thumb is there's a parallel line in Alabama, Mississippi, where if it's below such and such parallel line or marker, that you have to have a saltwater license.
Right, right.
Above that you don't have to. But
right.
we always, yeah.
You
The
just
good
need a
thing-
freshwater license at that point.
That's right.
Yeah.
The good thing is there's an app from the Department of Alabama Fisheries that's really good. And there's one in Arkansas that I use too, but the one in Alabama and Florida is really good.
Yeah.
And they can help you identify the fish, and they will tell you the regulations of it.
Yeah.
And that's what I need.
There's an app you can download on your phone, and all you got to do is hit the app and then take a picture of the fish, and it'll tell you what it is.
That's right. That's right. I need to find that one. I've heard of that one. But then you got to look up the regulations because, as you know, when my beautiful Filipino wife goes with me, everything that bites the hook should go home.
Yeah, well, you can't do that here in the U.S. You better have a tape measure or a
that's
fish,
right.
Not a tape measure, but the board.
That's right. And in Florida, I love fishing Florida. This is something I use in Florida.
Yep.
And it identifies your species.
Yep.
And gives you the rules and regulations, but this is for Florida. So it won't do me any good in Alabama. But
it will for the bass. There's bass on there, isn't there?
Well, this is all Florida regulation, whatever laws.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, it's all Florida rules. What's really cool about Florida, as you probably know, you don't have to have a fishing license. You buy it for $1, and that's it.
Not when I was down there.
Yeah, when we were there, a couple of years ago when we stayed down there, that's all you have to do. You have to register through the website. You pay $1 for the confirmation of the electronic processing to make sure you're real, and then you get a fishing license, and that costs you nothing. State of Florida doesn't charge their.
They changed that then because down there we had to get the regular license, saltwater license.
I'm going to pull it up real quick. Fishing license. I was a non-resident, and we just had it registered, but I'm going to see for residents, see what it says now. Because we were non-resident.
Pat says, I see a lot of local Filipino catch swordfish. Negros accidental, Philippine Beach. It was still alive, big fish. Yeah, they're a big fish. The bigger they are, the longer their sword is, and that's what you got to watch out for. Because that sword is like getting hit by a baseball bat. If you get hit by it. They've had videos on the swordfish out in the Gulf to where they'd be reeling it in, and then they couldn't reel fast enough, and the swordfish literally come out of the water and aimed right for the back of the boat and land in the boat. And then that sword just starts flying everywhere.
Yeah. So in Florida, what it's saying, I'm just pulling up the regs. If you're going to fish Florida saltwaters out on a boat, right?
Right.
So it's $17 for residents.
Right.
Now, but if you're fishing saltwater from the shoreline or a structure, there's no cost. You just got to register.
Right. Right.
So if you're fishing off of a pier in Florida, you don't got to pay.
Nope. Nope.
But if
you
you're going
just
to go
got to be registered.
That's it.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of cool. It's a good thing. But
I know what,
Alabama is not that bad. I'll book our fishing license right before we go for Alabama.
yep. See, when I fish every year up here, I fish a tri-state area.
Okay.
So it's Minnesota, Michigan, and Wisconsin. And with all my stamps for the trout, lake trout, freshwater, and everything else that's thrown in there, I usually come close to spending $200.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, here, because we only fish Arkansas, unless we go out of state, then we just buy a 3-day pass or whatever it is. And here we pay, I think, total $16.50 for trout and regular freshwater because we have
right.
no salt water, obviously. So yeah, we pay about $16.50 for that,
Yep.
and it's good for 1 year.
There's
So
one bucket list I've always had, and I wanted to go up to Alaska during their salmon run
oh, me too.
and go do that once. That would be great.
Oh, I agree. I would absolutely get a huge kick out of that.
Yeah. I haven't met anybody that lives next to close enough to an area that they have the salmon run, so
To get to go, yeah, to
yeah,
get invited, yeah, yeah. I don't know anybody either who's going to invite us. So
because I'd hate to go up there blind and be in the backwoods somewhere not knowing where you're going and end up lost.
or get eaten by a bear.
Yeah, bears don't bother me.
You know, big old bear come up to you and go, "I want your salmon, boy." You know.
I didn't go ice fishing this year, Pat, but I usually go. The ice has been too touchy up here because we'll get a cold spell and then we'll get a warm spell and put water on top of the ice so you don't really know how thick it is.
Yeah, dangerous, right?
Yeah, and then you don't want to walk out on the ice because you're walking in negative 30-degree water up to your thighs with hip boots on. And yeah, it's not fun being cold on the ice.
Yeah, I can say I've never ever ice fished, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Just feels
It,
cold to me.
the lakes up here, they get thick enough to where you can drive your vehicles on.
Yes, yes, yeah, which is crazy, but
Yeah,
it's
well, it's got
still
to be, yeah, we don't go out on the ice unless it's over 12 inches thick.
yes,
But still, when you get somebody that comes out there putting their ice house on and they're towing it behind their truck and they come across the ice, you can hear that ice just cracking.
yes.
It cracks and the water in your drill hole starts bouncing up and down. Yeah, that's kind of nerve-wracking, but once they're all done, everything settles back down and you're good to go.
Do you feel any of the waves or anything? Do you feel like
No, you
it's
don't feel the ice move. You just
okay?
hear the loud cracking, and then wherever your fish hole is, you watch the water and it'll start bouncing up and down.
That's just crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
that's when you see everybody come out of their ice houses just in case.
I bet, you know.
Then you're looking for the guy that's flying across the lake in his truck and ice house,
Yes. Saying,
telling
hey,
him
man, there's
slow
other people
down.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's, what the weird thing is, I don't know. I don't know if you've experienced this, but growing up, fishing people were always very respectful,
yes,
very helpful.
yep.
But it seems like today that's just not
The new
as
generation going out there fishing is not like that. It's all about them, and that's all they care about.
yes. And it's just
And the worst ones are the ones that are always in the tournaments. They
yeah.
don't care about anything. They're all for
Yeah.
one thing only.
And I've known some guys that have tournament fished, and I've talked to them about that. I've told them they were wrong because they believe, the mentality is, hey, I'm out here tournament fishing, so everything else should stop
Yeah,
because
no,
we're tournament fishing.
yeah,
And that's just not the case.
no.
But yeah, and and it seems like there's more and more landowners or dock people that are getting pissed off at fishermen for fishing. It's kind of like the wokeness has gotten into the outdoor activities. It's like, which
Oh
is kind
yeah,
of weird to me.
yep.
People yelling at people, "Hey, don't come close to my dock. That's my fish in the water." Well, it's not your water. If it's navigable, you don't own the water. You may own the
Yep.
land.
If it's navigable,
You
you're
don't
allowed
own
to
it.
fish it.
That's right. And if you, and then of course, at least in Arkansas, I don't know about everywhere else, but our Corps of Engineer owns so many feet from the water line, no matter where it is.
Yes.
So
I don't care where their lot lines stop so far into the water, a foot or 2 feet into the water. That's where their property lines stop.
well, here, the Corps of Engineers, I think it's 12 feet. I think the Corps of Engineer in Arkansas says, look, the Corps of Engineer has right to 12 feet of land from the shore, from the water line up.
Yeah.
So yeah, they say, no, we own, the Corps of Engineers, we have a right to like 12 feet or 15 feet of the shoreline from where the water ends into the ground.
Well,
So that's what our,
that's
yeah,
where a lot of the property owners think that they actually own that land.
yeah, they think they own it right up to the water. At least
Right.
here they do not.
Yeah.
And they get mad because the Corps of Engineers says, no, you can't do that. That's our land. You can't.
Oh yeah.
So it's interesting.
You
That's
guys ain't got
interesting.
no. You guys don't have gators over there.
Well, we have, is there alligator? I thought I was thinking alligator gars. We do
No.
have them in southern Arkansas.
Yeah.
So
They,
yeah, down in the rice paddies in the bayou, we do have them down in southern Arkansas.
yeah. Gators don't like cold water, cold temperatures. They'll go
Yeah,
and
they do
hibernate.
not.
No.
Yeah, but they can hibernate in cold water. That's
Yeah,
what you
they'll
get. I
hibernate.
mean,
They just become very sluggish and slow moving.
that's it. But yeah, down in the Delta where the rice fields are and the pine timbers are, way down south north of Louisiana, yeah, we do, but not many.
Yeah.
You're not going to run into them like Florida.
No. No.
But I was thinking alligator gar. Yeah, we have alligator gar here. Well, gator's good eating.
Yeah, the gator tail's good eating.
Yeah, no doubt.
The best size for alligators to eat are between 6 and 8 feet.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, we've had gator multiple times and we enjoy it.
Yeah, it's very good. Freshly battered, chop it up in small chunks. That's the best.
Yes, I agree. Yeah,
Half-inch chunks, 1-inch chunks, and then batter it and deep fry it. Man.
yeah, it's kind of like a little chicken nuggets or something.
Exactly.
So, but it is good, and I've had it. What am I trying to think of? I love them, like a crab cake.
Yes.
I've had them made into like a crab cake, and that was really good.
Yeah,
So
they grind them up then.
yeah, and they added the celery and just like a crab cake.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but it was really good. But I love crab cake, so
Yeah, we don't get too many crabs up here.
No, we don't either. So
Not like Florida and North Carolina. North Carolina, when I was living down there, dude, there was a stretch of road one time a year you would see nothing but blue crabs running across the road.
Really?
Yeah, they were migrating.
Wow.
migrating time.
Oh, that is really cool, though.
Yeah, good eating too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah,
just got to
Lorelai.
walk out there and make sure you pick the big ones.
That's right. Pick them up and take them.
Yep.
But yeah, Lorelai loves crab. We when we go to Alabama, we'll get into the crabbing more because she likes to do that and bring home the crabs. And when we were down in Mississippi a couple years ago, that's what we did too.
Yep.
So but yeah, Lorelai likes the crab.
Yeah, they're starting to put a lot of rules on that. Any state that has them, they're putting a lot of rules and making it really picky and hard for you.
Yeah, the only exception, right as of about 2 or 3 years ago, was Florida. Florida said that you didn't need any rules. You didn't just go do what you wanted with the crabs. Because I saw a guy, because I would ask him, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, we're crabbing, because I don't know how to do it. And I would ask him, well, what's the rules? And they're like, Florida, we don't have any rules on crabs.
No.
If you go to Georgia, Louisiana, everybody else has rules. We don't have any.
No.
So you just
because they're few and far between down there.
Yeah.
Unless you got snorkel gear and can go out there and snorkel and get them, then you're good to go.
Yeah, yeah. Pat says the only thing I haven't eaten yet is lobster. Oh, lobster's good. Crab,
Yeah,
I haven't had crab meat in a long time. I had crab meat. I had an artificial crab last night, which is disgusting, but
Hey, stop talking about the wife now. Easy. Just joking.
I know. Yeah, we went to the Asian restaurant and they had artificial crab. But
yeah, I don't even like to go to Red Lobster for lobsters.
It's disappointing. Lorelai and I went about 6 months ago, and for some reason, and it's kind of like we're paying this much money for this.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it doesn't come out right.
No, it's kind of overdone.
They try and rush everything through, and then it don't taste right, or it's not cooked right, and it's just not worth the money.
No, the best lobster we've had, you won't believe this, but was on a cruise ship.
Welcome
Mayhem
in,
is in the
Naomi.
house. Yeah, Naomi, how are you? Good to see you. Everybody say hello to each other. So we were on it, but we've been on a lot of not a lot, 4 cruises. And I'm telling you, Lorelai will eat the living snot shit out of those lobsters.
Oh yeah,
so, and they keep them coming.
Money's worth.
Yeah, and they're good. I mean, I'm really shocked that cruise ship food is as good as it is.
They actually hire some very good chefs to work on those.
They do, and they got it down.
They actually want the people to come back.
That's right.
Take another cruise because you've had such a good experience.
Yeah, and we love cruising. If we would go yearly if we didn't have our dogs, because we don't have anybody to watch our dogs. So
right.
if we had somebody that we would go regularly because we love to cruise. But the food is outstanding. The pizza's some of the best pizza I've ever had was on a cruise ship. It's kind of weird, but
gotta go get pizza. Yep, we gotta go on another cruise. Let's go.
That's right. Get it at 3 a.m. Yep. You can't sleep. Get up and go get a pizza. But yeah, lobster's great. We like it. We like all kinds of seafood.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, of course, as you know, Chasing, that the women folk like it probably way more than we do. So
yes, well, certain types of women folk. I'll put it that way.
I was thinking the Philippine women are women folk.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's like I said earlier. No matter what, unless it's freshwater, no matter what we catch in saltwater, Lorelai thinks it's going home.
She would be blown out of the water if she had some good freshwater trout. Lake trout.
Yeah. Now we eat, but we
You-
just don't do a lot of it. We eat rainbow trout out of the White River.
But do
But
you guys brine it or do you soak it?
what she does, and I didn't even think about this, Lorelai scales it. She scrubs the skin and get all the little micro scales off, and then she fries it up or bakes it up. And I'm telling you, it's really really good eating. I just get tired of trout pretty easily,
Right, right.
and that's all she does.
Welcome in, Timmy.
What is
Good
it?
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Hello,
Oh,
everyone.
there they
in the
go.
chat.
Girls.
And there she goes.
I said good morning. Crazy because I think somebody's here.
Ah,
What, Lorelai? What do you do to your trout? Hey,
I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
oh, that's all right. You're forgiven this time. It's all right. How are you?
I'm good. I just woke up. Oh my god.
You sound tired. Sound like you just woke up.
Well, she stays up half the night writing, so she's got to get her writing done.
Yes, yes.
And
Yeah.
then she goes to sleep, and the weekend she sleeps late.
Well, I will tell, and I've said this many times, so it's no surprise. I am absolutely shocked and stunned how much beautiful Filipinas can sleep. Uh, it's kind of
We
like,
just follow
you
the
know,
rules and sleeping.
is that what it is? I don't know. Man, I sleep 4 or 5 hours and I'm good. I'm ready to go. But Lorelai needs that 10 to 20, So,
Only on the weekends for me will I sleep in a little later. Other than that, wake up early, come home late, go to sleep late, wake up early. That vicious cycle of working.
it is. It is. I believe in letting your body dictate when you go to sleep and when you get up.
I follow the minimum hours of sleep, 7 hours to 8 hours.
Wow, that's a lot. How do you, yeah, I don't know how you do that. Man,
I don't know.
nature just takes its course. Pat
I
says
don't
when
know.
he gets up, he's ready for coffee and breakfast. Well, I quit
Okay.
drinking coffee and I quit eating breakfast, so
Yep. Well, I drink coffee at work, but
yeah.
You drink
I'm one of those.
cappuccino.
I could drink cold coffee all day long, and when it's time to go to sleep, I have no problem. I can close my eyes and bang, I'm out like a light.
I'm gonna message Lorelai.
Richard sleeps long hours as well.
Yep.
Richard sleep long hour as well, right?
I make sure I get my hours in.
Yeah.
For me, it just depends on how bad I hurt. Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
If you start hurting, it's all over with. Just get up and get out.
I've been. How can I say this? I've been nursing a cut
You want to
meniscus
say
in
hi to
my
Timmy?
right knee for a year, going on over a year and a half.
Yeah, here, let me pull my.
Oh. Hello,
Lorelai!
Lorelai. I just woke up. I can't turn on the camera.
I can hear you. What you want?
I scared.
Oh, your sweats are on?
Pero when I just bought.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, let me see.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
She bought some, she bought some new sweats, apparently.
It's a fake sweatpants.
Yeah, we
Oh,
all
it's
got a
not
pair,
nice.
if not 5 or 6.
She got them at Walmart on clearance, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a little bit.
That's the best way to buy them.
it is.
Sweatpants.
Amy just woke up.
You're in the
Yeah.
Philippines now, Timmy?
Yes, I am.
So when is the wedding? How's your boyfriend? I told somebody in my live stream that, hey, I heard that someone's girlfriend here showed up the last time.
She's missed.
She's saying that,
Yeah, Lorelai said
That's TMI.
she said you were having so much fun with your boyfriend. I typed in there, yeah, I don't know who he is.
Whoa, you don't know who he is. Okay.
hey, he make it up. I'm just asking that. I think it's official for somebody announce.
Sometimes he has a BS humor.
Hey, welcome to American relationship.
Oh,
You girls are lucky.
See? You're not David? Oh my. When you get married,
Married?
when you get married, all right, we have a conversation, right? In starting a relationship. I don't know how many times I brought that to David. Here, it's printed out. You're the one who who doing this. You're the one who made the first move because he flipped everything. He's saying that, oh, Lorelai is really chasing on me, whatsoever. Then,
You chased me.
then I go in here like, hey, this is what you said. Oh my goodness.
No, you chased me, and it's the truth.
Yeah. The first
You
year
begged,
of marriage is kind of
you
a
begged
little
me.
bit hard.
You begged me to go out with you.
Wow, this is stretching, by the way.
all
Take
of
it
you will
easy over there, David. She's got a weapon in her
not
hand.
Oh, it's convenient. It's beside here. I'm just kind of look like stretching.
Say I'm abused.
No, I never hit David or I don't know. I never slapped him yet since for so long we've been married.
Yeah, we're just not that type of
I've never pinched him even I'm so mad. I just get the pillow in the bed and lock the room and said, Lorelai, like, no, don't get in. But the pillow hit.
But see, now I know if I can get her pissed off. Then I got
Oh,
then I got
Then
quiet.
it's nice and quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a talkative, but I'm not a nagger. It's kind of weird, huh?
talkative.
Ain't nothing
But
weird
when
about
you, I think somebody can relate to that. Talkative when happy, silence when not.
Yep.
Yeah. I just told David, and I'm mad. And David, you're mad. You don't sound mad. I said, stop, I'm mad. And David like, oh, you mad? After he already annoyed me. Then, I'm gonna text you later. Then he was not stop bugging me. Look like nothing happened a few minutes.
It's our job.
Then I lock the door and he can open it.
Well,
So
yeah.
I said, where am I gonna
He
hide?
has a spare key.
Our bathroom because he only has lock. And David removed it. That was our first year of
Yeah, for
ma-
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because the doctor explained it because of the hormone. Now there's a
Raging hormones is what you're saying.
there's a they said your body is shocked or like adjusting for a foreign body that on you like I don't even have a foreign body. Then after that I realized when you intimidate
Oh.
it will change your hormone because
When you're sexually active is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
yeah, then for so for that you don't have before, then when you're doing that, your hormone will be ups and down, and that's all the argument in the first marriage.
Oh.
Yeah, people doesn't know that one, but we went to the doctor, and doctor just kind of laughed, kind of smiling at me, And she said like, man, since you never been a man long time or whatever, that
Miss D, welcome in.
Miss
Ah,
D.
nice.
yeah. So that's what, just letting you know in advance. Yeah, the
Yeah.
hormone will
Thank
miss
you
out.
for
So
that.
that your hormones are going to be like a roller coaster? Thank
That's what
you.
the hormone is just like up and down.
And also the mood swings. Oh my
The
god.
hormone, when the hormone change, you're
Mo-
up like a cat. Playtime is in a bit.
See, and that's where you girls are so lucky because you have American men like us who are wonderful, excellent, professional, and we are calm. If you would have been with the Filipino guy, what would have he done?
Yeah, that's
He
why I
would
never
have
married a
he would
Filipino.
have went out and got drunk
Welcome
and
in,
made that
Ed.
other girl pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't like them. They're more womanizer.
that's what I
Well,
mean.
yeah, you missed about the first
Yeah,
hour
they
of
are.
the fish
You
talk.
have the same thought, Lorelai?
Same thing about language.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's why you girls are like us. We're not.
American is better. But they're not like court you longer or when you're really mad there, they don't even have an idea why after they make you mad. Look like how
Yeah, it
insensitive.
seems like nothing happened.
Yeah, and they just like, what's wrong? It's my fault now. Like, oh my, we need a, we need a, what's this?
They
Cam
don't know how
record.
to own their mistake. It's just no accountability. That's what I don't like.
Usually, that's really the man. No matter what's the nationality, that's their thing.
Yeah, just blame it on the man, huh?
Yeah, because of your nature, your thinking or how you think is different than how we interpret things. That's why it must be a couple, female and male, to
So,
make things
so what I'm
sense.
hearing is men are wonderful and you girls are crazy.
Yeah, that can be too sometimes, and sometimes the husband can be crazy too. But I
Um,
said, you need to be more expressive. You don't need to punting or just,
the
but you need to
psychology of
explain
men.
when we're mad. We have a time to shut down, but you cannot explain when you're not really like high blood, and later like, hey, I don't want you doing this, but this pissed me off.
All right,
That's
There's
right.
the,
See, it
well,
takes two to tango.
how
it
many?
takes two to tango.
It
Well, the
takes two time.
psychology of
Yeah,
man, right? So, look,
The
here's a bottle of water.
psychology of man.
Bottle of water represents women. The cap represents men. Here it is. It's that simple. Women, men. The psychology, because men don't worry about little stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's when in a relationship it takes two people. Yeah, it's
Have
not
you,
about one person that who's right.
but wait, I thought I was right.
Oh yeah, you learned that long time ago. Tony. I
Men
told
don't.
David that we have those argument before. I told David, write it down. I write it down. David like, you think I'm really stupid? No, write it down. Because next month, if this happen again, I will let you know that it's your fault or you're wrong. David, oh, then he's learning that.
But I could never be wrong because I was a professor, so I was always right.
Yeah.
Men
Well,
don't.
yeah, you're kind of right there. Men don't iron.
Yeah, I hate it.
I am what you call wash and wear. I throw my clothes in the washer, then I throw them in the dryer, and when I need some clothes, I go to the dryer and pull them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told David that if you're not gonna change, I'm not gonna go with you. 'Cause
The
somebody will
couple
see that.
complement each other.
Yeah,
Oh
but we're not together, so
my.
So you enjoy your being single until she come.
yep.
I think he's going back
I
soon.
don't know because how long we stayed together? 2 weeks?
Yeah,
Because that's the only time his vacation is.
yep.
It's hard
Yeah,
to
I'm
get.
not retired yet. I mean retarded yet, so I can't stay a month.
Yeah.
But it's coming. It's coming, and it's worth it. I tell guys all the time, like, don't
Mhm.
stress over, don't worry, just jump in with both feet and go for it.
Yeah, what we did when we don't really like fight on word it not
No, we
much.
don't. No, I
I
We
don't.
don't
don't.
fight at all.
So I don't
Yeah,
like fighting. It's like something
it's
that happens. I
like
think it happens just twice, right, Richard? When I told you, hey, I
yeah,
don't like this.
Yeah.
yeah,
Once I saw something I don't like, I let him know I don't like it.
yeah. That's good because you're gonna learn. And if he's repeating it 3 times, well,
But what if we like it?
Welcome in, Tim.
Right? Ah, Tim.
No, if she doesn't feel right
Comfortable.
about something, she'll let me know, and then
yeah,
we'll just go do something else. That's fine.
yeah.
I'm cool with that. I'm not
Hi,
there to cause aggravation on her or anybody else, you know.
Tim from
Just
No.
want
California.
to have a good time and move on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why.
that's a different. We don't really care.
That's a good thing of dating a matured guy compare 20 or 30s. I'm sorry for the young people, but it's a matured guy is better.
Yeah, right? We want something that we are secure about our feelings
Yeah,
and something that who can lift us up
yeah,
and not to quarrel because somebody is
yeah.
you keep on quarreling. It
I
seems
want to finish it.
the love is slowly also fading.
Correct.
Just remember to use words. Just don't go. You got to
Oh,
use words.
that took a little bit to get used to. She did it to me on Messenger. I was like, "What? I can't see those rocks move."
Yeah, it's Yad's at Pat O'Reilly.
Yeah,
Hello,
compromise.
Tim. Who is
Just
Tim?
Welcome in, Tim.
Tim's from
Sometimes
Calm
we
California.
just need to calm down.
down.
Not just sometimes, most of the time.
Yeah.
When
Depends.
you're
Hey,
talking to the buang,
Yeah, I just told David to write it down. Then we can talk about later.
and I said no. No,
It
thank
needs to
you.
be in written if
I'm
it's
busy.
repeating. I'm gonna HR person.
So did you guys do anything really fun while the two of you were together though? Did you go on a trip or go anywhere fun?
Uh, sightseeing mostly. But this next time when I show up, we're gonna go. What's that place called? Alcatraz.
yeah, and Rojas.
Yeah, in
And
Roja. So we're gonna
wow,
walk down the beach. I guess it's an hour and a half walk down the beach to this place. So we'll go do that, and then we'll see what else we can go and travel and see.
Yeah,
nice.
Tim said I just stumbled in. Always communicate. That's yeah.
Tim says I just stumbled in. What in the hell's going on in here? What's
Yeah.
going on?
Sounds like that.
Well,
This
the
is
fishing talk was almost an hour ago. So
Now you guys all missed that. We solved every
yeah,
freaking problem in the world with fishing. You know,
Mamias is right. You have to always communicate if you want to make a relationship work.
yep,
Yes, good.
yep.
and communication, let me do it again. Communication is not.
He said Richard is going to escape to Alcatraz.
Escape to Alcatraz.
That's right.
It's really what it's called because we have that in San Francisco.
It's not Alcatraz because the name is the ruins only. I don't
Yeah,
know why they
the
call that
ruins of Alcatraz.
Where are you going
because
again? What country?
The
the
Philippines.
ruin.
It's just outside of Roja City.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's along the beach.
Huh.
Alcatraz is. I'm not going fishing there. Alcatraz. I think the ruins of Alcatraz is in America.
Yeah, Alcatraz
Not
is America.
not the ruins of Alcatraz. There was an old
It's just
jail.
the ruins because it was a beach resort, but it
Oh,
didn't finish due to typhoon. And I know something phenomenal. Like you cannot scientifically explain it, but they cannot manage to finish the project.
yeah,
A lot of things happened there.
It's supposed to be at what?
prison in the Philippines?
Yeah. So they leave it and now it become ruins and it gives a nice view and
yes,
becomes a tourist
Oh,
spot.
maybe it was before the prison, but they changed it to like a tourist spot.
yep.
Yeah, it's not a prison. It's a beach resort. Supposed to be. But they didn't finish it.
Now, are you looking up the one in California or the one in the
Oh,
Philippines?
the ones in the
Philippines.
Philippines. In
In
the
Oh,
news,
California, there is a ruins of Alcatraz, right?
In
In the
Rojas?
Philippines. Oh yeah, Rojas City.
See, that's somewhere in Park Jordan. That one. See, it's like in the Greece.
Yeah, the ruins.
See, that's the one.
Mm,
ah, it's pretty though.
no, no, Tim. Oh, we're talking about somewhere in the Philippines,
Yeah.
not the prison.
Tim, you can go fishing there. They got stairs all the way down to the water, and they got a seawall.
Yes.
Well, I'm just
Jamie
saying.
just kicked him like, we're going on honeymoon here, not for your fishing.
see, Tim's going where I want to go for the
Yeah, I
salmon.
said haven't been to the ruins, Timmy.
Sitka, Alaska.
Let's go there, Mommy Ad.
Does it say what it was supposed to be?
Yeah.
All right, Richard.
I'm
Very cool.
talking about of the coast of California. Oh, the what we are talking is about from the Philippines, the ruins.
Yeah, there's truly one what they call. I wonder what the definition of Alcatraz.
The one off the coast of California is Alcatraz
The prison.
jail, the old prison. Yeah,
Yeah.
which they turned into a museum now.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it still working?
The diver.
No.
Oh, yeah, because the last time I saw it,
Once they had too many people escape from there, they shut it down because that's where they put all the hardened criminals.
yeah.
Like in the movie.
I was talking about fishing too.
Yeah, there's good fishing around there.
So it looks like the origin of the word is diver.
I
Yeah,
think so.
I don't know. That's what the internet says. And everything on the internet's true.
yeah.
So,
Believe that like a heart attack.
This is kind of warm.
but the one in the Philippines, you could go fishing there. They got a seawall there. I saw it.
Yeah, Tim was
Yeah.
talking.
Yes.
Yeah, but Richard could go fishing there.
Oh, Nelly, what kind of a boat do you have, Tim?
Tim has a boat called Nelly.
Yeah.
I got a-
Well,
I got a
then-
small 15-foot boat.
Yeah, we sold our Boss Pro Shop because we're thinking we're moving to Panama City. But there was
Well-
a hurricane landed.
We sold it because my health.
No, because we're trying to move.
I know we're trying to move, but I couldn't operate it by myself anymore.
That's why I got a small one so I can pick it up and move it around myself.
Right.
it's a visitor station from Tim.
Yep.
But we love to fish, so we're going to go fishing again.
Anything I do up here, I make sure I can move it myself so it's not going to be too big or heavy.
Exactly. Yeah, some of the new fishing kayaks are really, really, really cool.
Dude, they are extremely heavy, especially the ones with the paddles.
And the
They're
motors,
1,000 pounds.
That's kind of
and the motors.
No, I'm talking the ones that have the paddles on them where you sit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are 800 between 800 and 950.
Now, they'll be a little heavy for me. Yeah.
They're heavy. Because I had to load one of those in the back of a truck once, and I was like, holy buckets.
Mm.
Yeah. Kind of defeats the purpose of it, though, right?
Yeah. Kayaks are supposed to be easily accessible and movable.
Yes.
Not these things. Holy cow, you almost need a trailer for them.
Yeah.
Tim asked, did you say Panama?
Yeah, we were talking about Panama City, Florida. Lorelai and I have loved Florida,
It's a
and we've
good
actually been there, and I lived there one time, and we've been down there a lot, and I mean a lot. And we were going to go live in Panama City, Florida. We sold a house, and right when we sold it, when we were going to move to Panama, the hurricane hit. So we didn't buy a house there.
Good thing.
Yeah, I mean, it literally, boom, boom. It was like, okay, well, I guess we're not moving there.
Well, I was on the other coast, and that's one of the reasons why I left down there.
Yeah, we've been on the East Coast. Stayed down in Cocoa Beach, down by Cape Canaveral, and loved it.
Yeah, I was south of there, down towards Daytona.
Okay, yep, know it, yep.
But when I first moved down there, I was way south, just north of Boca Raton.
Okay, where all the old people are.
Yeah, all the rich people are down there.
Yeah, and that's not us. We're poor.
No,
So we're going to go do the Alabama lifestyle down on the Gulf because we kind of like we like the vibe, and
yeah,
it's very, very financially reasonable in that part of the country.
yes, it is.
Is it a
And the
countryside
weather's
vibe?
nice too.
What's that?
Is it a countryside vibes there?
Yeah, it's kind of
It's laid back, yeah.
it's very, you know, you
They're
got
not in a rush
yeah,
like
Oh,
like
that's
most
nice.
places are.
yeah,
No need
but
to worry about noises and
yeah,
hurry environment.
yeah, it's definitely not like Cebu or Manila at all in the
No,
Philippines. Nothing like that at all. It's very friendly. They're a bunch of Southern folks just kind of just going through their day. A lot of them go fishing, and they do a lot of hunting down there in Alabama. It's just one of those type of environments. The restaurants are casual. People don't get too bent out of shape.
Yeah.
So, but they,
they're
go
they're
ahead.
very friendly.
Yeah,
That's nice.
sometimes too friendly. But
Yeah,
yeah, for people that are like, maybe it's a little closed off,
Mhm.
because I grew up in the North, so I don't want people to be too friendly to me in public. I don't want that.
no, no.
You know what I mean, right? We don't necessarily want, hey, how are you? So that's, kind of my thing, I guess. I don't know. But
What's
if you
Lorelai doing? Getting out the midnight snacks?
I guess so.
Pull up a chair, Lorelai.
She's gonna eat on my desk, make a
Oh,
mess.
there you go. She changed.
Yep.
Yeah,
But Alabama is a good
I,
state.
I removed my sweatpants. Remove a little bit in
How
here.
can I move more? You're
No,
taking
this
over
one.
my whole spot.
This one, please. Can you?
I'll just stay away from. What do you want? Don't make my mess
Don't
on my
stay.
desk.
You remove it.
Just remember, David, after you get moved, make sure you shoot me your address and I'll send you some fly rods.
Oh, absolutely. Be happy to.
Where's Tim, in Indiana or where?
Minnesota.
He's up in Minnesota. Richard's up in Minnesota.
Where's Minnesota?
Jimmy's in the
Oh, that's
Philippines.
cold.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah.
America, what's this? Mall of America.
I'm 4.5 hours away from there.
Okay, we change topic now. That's far. Dang.
Yeah, Lorelai, you wouldn't like it up here. It is extremely cold up here.
Yeah, I
Tim
hear
said
that.
no one over here talks to anyone.
Well, we're trying. We're trying to keep up with the chat. He says,
No,
Tim
I
said,
was. He said he's talking about his place, I guess, because he said he stayed on the West Coast.
yeah, we have a lot of friends on the West Coast, and they're all scared shitless to live there. So
The snow will never melt there in the winter.
they don't know when they're going to be robbed or murdered in California. So, they walk on eggshells in California, I guess. So,
You want mango?
nah.
Well, that's the reason why a lot of us don't go there.
That's right.
Where in California?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
They have-
Because they said Hollywood, the strip where Hollywood is, it's all slummy now.
It is.
Oh,
You know,
After that fire.
I
all
had
the, all the druggies hang out there and they're on the sidewalks and
The same in the strip on Vegas too. Jesus.
yeah,
man.
James Robinson took me on a video tour of it, last year. So absolutely.
yeah.
It's
it's
it
probably
reminded-
the dangerous place, I think.
No,
it is.
they're not. They're not Alabama.
Alabama's not dangerous. Well, parts of Alabama's dangerous.
Yeah.
Parts of Alabama can be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
certain parts you don't want to go to.
Yeah, the same as other place.
That's- And that's the way it is in America. We have pockets of excellent
You
places.
got your good areas, you got your bad areas, and then you got the areas you know you don't want to be there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a combination. There's like
Yeah,
in
it's not
one state.
you are slicing. It's a mango.
Yeah, I told you.
Apple
Oh
mango.
my god.
This is the only we got mango here in America, the apple mango.
Mm.
Hold on,
This
Tim,
let
you're
me-
time,
not in Bakersfield, are you?
What?
Huh?
I was asking Tim if he was in Bakersfield, California.
We're not just going to be in trouble. That's where Balut Jan is, right? Bakersfield, California.
yeah,
Yeah.
John Baker's not in California.
Oh yeah, that's where he at.
Yeah, it's Bakersfield.
But I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
that's right.
That's a nice area where he's at.
Yeah.
Hollywood burnt.
Yeah, Hollywood.
And our friend James lives in San Francisco. And he takes me on video tours all the time. And
Yeah, it's
California,
going
there's a lot of
downhill.
Filipino there in California.
What's
And,
that?
What
a
is
bunch
it?
of Filipinos, a Filipino,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Filipino place.
Yeah, but
California.
they'll soon be looking for a way out
Mm.
because it's going downhill.
yeah, you're right. There's a very large Filipino
Community.
in San
Yeah.
Francisco. There really is. There's
Yeah.
a large Chinese. There's a lot. Japan has one. Koreatown. So there's a lot of them there, but they're a lot smaller than they were 20 years ago. The Filipino neighborhood in San Francisco's gone. James took me to it a while back and said, "Here's where all of it was,
That's what's the height there of the illegal immigrants.
but they've gone away."
Oh.
So there's a lot there because some of those don't have a papers.
Well, but
They go in the ship. Where's the main transportation of cargo from California or in going on Miami? So that's where you see a lot of Asian people or not American.
Yep, Miami International down
Yeah.
at just outside of Miami.
That's where they hide because there's a lot of people.
Butte County, California, near the $1 billion spillway. Oh, okay.
California
Yep.
has more guns and ammo than anyone believes.
Yep.
well, Tim, that's one thing I tell people. If a foreign agency government ever attacked the mainland of the United States, you don't necessarily have to worry about our U.S. based military. You have to worry about all the civilians
That's
because
exactly it.
there's more guns and ammo and weapons and abilities in the normal population in America than most countries have in armies. And
Yeah.
one thing that would get all of Americans on the same page is for a company to invade the United States.
Yeah,
And
because we're going to hold our own.
That's right.
Yeah, usually 99% of the household has guns.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
I'm north of Sacramento. Huh?
That's
Night,
awesome.
Pat. Thanks for coming.
Tomorrow, good night, chasing tail brother, Devil Lorelai, everyone. Good night, Pat Ronay.
See ya, Pat. Good luck at the doctor's office.
Yeah, hope you get some good results.
Because of the wildfire, I guess.
Well, if you're looking for really good Filipino
Yeah.
communities, we have two really large, good communities in Texas, Filipino communities. And then there's another large, very active one in Central Florida from Tampa to Orlando. Very large groups.
Take
very
care
active.
of your appointments tomorrow, Pat. You have a medical appointment. That's why
Yeah.
you need to get up.
Yeah, we know somebody that's in Florida that's a Filipina. And she does phenomenal stuff.
I'll give you mango. Yes.
Still listening.
While having lunch, I was
I was
expecting
expecting
someone
to give me fish.
What do you like? Mommy, as I have a sinaing na tulingan in here.
Ooh, tulingan.
Here, I'll give you a fish.
Yeah, it's March and they're
There you
season.
go. There's your fish, Yads. Might
That's
taste
why
a
I'm
little
stick-
woody, but
That's right.
Tim is sticking to farming. That's why I stay here in countryside. I have
Yeah,
a.
yeah.
yep.
That one may give me a herbs also. The
I'm
red leaf.
allergic to tulingan. Oh, she's allergic. Don't worry, you're not alone. But I have cetirizine with me, so that will
Allergic.
be okay.
What is it?
The tulingan. It looks like a small, the tuna. It's kind of thick and
It's
a
a
little bit
s-
whiter. There's a
it's a
small.
small tuna. Yeah.
It will never
Uh-huh.
grow big, but it's kind of longer,
So you get what? 2, 3
Yeah.
narrower.
pounds?
Yeah. No, it's only like half a pound. Oh yeah, it can be a pound.
I
So it
think they
sounds
call it a skipjack tuna in
okay.
English.
Skipjack. Okay, that's what I saw. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you're not the only one there, Tim.
it's not good.
I had to think about it. I have enough guns hand me down from family to help my neighbors.
Yep.
That's it. Now, you want to end U.S. racism or classism, just let somebody attack us. Now, some of the woke people would go and cry, but, us regulars would,
My allergies are too bad.
Yeah, you'd be surprised up here. These old timers, you'd be surprised what they pull out of the woodworks.
I know. Some people got some M50s stashed. You never know if a
They,
trank, a
they will
trunk, a
they will
tank.
tell you you don't have guns. Are you crazy?
She
Is
says,
it bad to really need a gun?
Yes.
Oh
well,
my
we
god.
like guns. We
You
like
you
guns.
never know who will come in your front door.
Oh my god.
I can guarantee you they'll never leave.
That's
Oh,
exactly.
Well, and that's kind of the difference. America has stand your ground laws,
Yep.
meaning your house is your kingdom. Meaning if somebody attacks
Break
your
in.
house,
Yeah.
tries to get into your house, you can shoot and kill them.
You
So,
just got to make sure they're over 2 feet inside the door walk area.
well, that's where you grab them and drag them in.
That's
Oh,
David.
they got to be, yeah.
Uh,
Mm.
but
There's a shooting range.
but you're right. But now the courts are going, look, if it's like that one kid. I don't know if you've seen it. That kid who had some mental health issues, and he dated this girl 4 or 5 years ago, and decided he moved back to the area. And the next day he got back there, he called her. She didn't want anything to do with him, so she didn't talk to him. One of the friends told him where he lived, where the girl lived. And so he goes to the house. And now, look, this girl hasn't talked to this boy in 4 years, or anything like that. And he goes banging on the door and starting to kick it in. And daddy pulls out the gun and shoots him and kills him. Absolutely. And he never got through the door, but it
Oh,
was absolutely justified.
yeah, fear of my life.
That's it. Well, he was kicking in the door.
Yeah,
So, they said, nope, completely justified.
yeah. I got door busters. I got wall busters.
Yes.
I got some brick busters too.
You have a lot of busters, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's one thing when you go out hunting, you make sure you got one piece of equipment that's big enough to drop a bear.
That's right. Racism is a joke, right? Well, I think it depends on how you mean that. Do you mean it
Yeah.
as a joke or
No
yeah.
matter where you go, there's going to be racism.
And
Yeah.
every
What
and every
religion, where you're from, what country you're from, there's always going to be racism.
and
Yeah.
classism. That's life to me. That's why I have careful seafood.
Even your own, how do you call it? Even your fellow, you're the same nationality sometimes will
Of course.
Yeah,
bully
yeah,
you.
Yeah, it's like northern people think southern people are beneath them.
yes, we can, Tim.
Like just like Bisaya being hate by Tagalog people, and I cannot understand why they're doing that. We are all Filipino to begin with. Why you hate your own kind just
Because it
because
makes
they
you
are living in a different state of the country?
Makes them
Yeah,
they feel about you.
It makes them
yeah,
feel. It's how people elevate themselves by tearing others down. They elevate themselves by tearing people down, or they
yeah.
think it's
Karen.
not. It's not reality, but it's what they think they're doing. Is look, I'm better than you because I can point out your deficiencies.
I don't know why they hate so much. Even you can read it, the comment. It's just like, what's wrong with people being a Bisaya? I
They're free.
couldn't.
Couldn't tell you. Other than I can't understand what they're saying.
Yeah. No, to begin with, for me, because Bisaya speaks English fluently, they can speak English fluently than Tagalog. If Lorelai is Bisaya, she knows what I meant.
Yeah. Depends.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm still
she's a
having
little.
a problem with Telegram. So,
Somebody asked why they hate Bisaya because we're prettier. That's why you're insecure. If you're not insecure, you're not gonna hate saying like that. Oh, I hate. Like,
Well, the
They think
psychology.
they are superior because they live in a big city, but the province people can speak English well. All right.
yeah,
Yeah, we cannot just speak
a
one
lot of the
dialect.
province people speak better English than the people that live in the city.
I don't know. I think it just like depend on how people is.
I think it
Yeah,
depends on the family unit and the community they're raised in.
we
Yeah.
are all better English speakers compared to them.
Usually, if you're elevated in high society, you speak English well compared to the poor people
But the kids nowadays, no matter where they are, city or countryside, oh come on, they are English speakers.
Yep.
because
And
they have an
with
YouTube.
accent.
Yeah, they have an
Yeah,
internet to watch YouTube,
Yeah.
so they're still elevated.
yeah. I think racism belongs to the TV.
Yeah, we all wish it'd stay on one form and that's it.
It's crazy.
Hello,
Human nature.
Uncle E.T.
Human nature.
Welcome back, ET.
Did you cut your live stream last night, E.T., because somebody is complaining?
No,
Huh?
he cut out a segment of it, and then once I went into his channel, I
Yeah,
found what he was playing,
that's
and
why
then
I
I
said,
watched
oh,
that.
he talks a lot last night. He talked about, yeah, I couldn't tell here.
Yeah,
I was there listening. And when Richard listens to it, why is it cut into short?
yeah. It said
Not complete no more.
I highlighted at a certain time to this certain time, and it was well beyond the 5 minute mark, and I was like, "This video is only 5 minutes long. What the heck?"
Yeah.
An era of download.
I think he looped it. I don't know. He
I
cut
don't
it.
know.
He trimmed the video. No one's fighting around here.
No, we tend not to fight around here. We all get along.
No, they don't fight. They shoot.
We don't shoot.
And in my part of the country, you just mind your own business.
Yep.
We don't necessarily get
Oh,
along.
that's why I prefer to stay away from neighbors. I
Yeah.
want to have my own world and not having marites.
The worst thing you can do is stick your nose in somebody else's business.
Yeah, a good thing is they have. We are all bullies here.
No,
No, you're
there's
the
only one
one.
master bully here, and we know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
One thing about marriage is it's like it depends on your level of education and how you behave to other people.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
All
Ciphers.
deciphers. AI deciphers or all deciphers?
I don't know. I think it's AI.
Yeah, that's all right. OMG, Mama Yads.
OMG.
I think once your maturity plays a big role in the drama.
they trying to compete who's the richest, who's better look like. I told my there's a person I know that I kind of sense that insecure about the level status. Then I said, look, like, you know what? No matter what you're doing, it's the same. There's a always a person above you and there's always a person below you. So the important is you don't hurt your finance or you're the only one suffer. People just gonna say something no matter what. If you can afford things or cannot, it's the same thing. But the only one thing is you're the one who struggle if
Right.
you
Yeah,
miss.
Jim, I got a pair of those too, but I can't figure out how to get them to work right.
You
I
have
have
earplugs.
airplanes to deciphers Asian.
The translators,
Yeah.
not me. If I don't
What?
understand it, I just go whatever and go about my business.
Yeah, I do that too, but somebody else likes to talk a lot when we're talking back and forth, and sometimes it's nice to hear what she's
That's
talking
TMI.
about.
Yeah, we haven't tried those out.
I
You
have
know,
a better. It's okay to Marites if I talk with you, but in somebody else, no, because my Marites is not safe. But to you, I told you today, you'll forget tomorrow, so I am safe.
you're so lucky. Just saying.
You know who really married this us? It's the husband. Oh
Yes,
my, we have a
they know
party.
it. They just don't talk.
No, we have a party, and guess what? The guys are very quiet. They're freaking serious. And after that, my husband say after like, oh, like, how did you get those information in 2 hours?
These people open up to me.
Me look like I don't even look like trying to ask like personal, questions because I want you to be like happy we're here in the party to get, stressed out something. But the male, oh my goodness, they talking to this, to this, to this.
Because they open up. I can't help it.
Yeah, I mean they're freaking quiet. Like they they get mad because the wife asked like, "Oh, you want to eat?" Oh no,
We're busy.
they're just like
We're
they're
busy.
really mad. Like, oh my god, I asked David, "What's wrong earlier?" Oh, so they're talking about somebody's.
I'm
And
pretty good at
men have
reading.
deep conversation with meaning, and direction and problem solving. Women just have conversations that
Freaking
Filipinas
chismoso,
have conversation that just gets louder and louder and louder.
very chismoso.
The whole
Americans,
world would be perfect if everyone minded their own business. Well,
Yeah,
for
see,
me,
Yeah.
this is situational. For example, you are on the road and you met an accident and nobody want to help you because they
I
mind
agree.
their own business.
So it has a
It's
negative connotation.
situational.
Also. Correct.
Case to case basis. You need
like
somebody's help sometimes as well.
I don't know. You want to mind my business? I'll give you all the bills to go with it.
Just don't
Right.
fart on my nose.
And I
We're
think the
good.
part of it is the why are you not minding your own business? What's your intent? So I think
Yeah.
it's always about your
here
intent.
here in America, you just don't touch somebody things. You ask first, like you need help, but they said no, then you can't do anything. In the Philippines, they just grab right away. You was assist, like reaction right away to if you drop something or just assist you right away. Here, you can't do that no matter what. Look like
Especially when it comes to saving lives.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
only somebody
well,
humble.
Well, then, but
that,
the other
that's
side,
a little different.
yeah, but the other side of the coin is, do I want you,
Yeah,
even though you have good intentions, to
yeah,
get in my business?
that's the thing
So
here.
there's, your intent, but then again, you got to stop and go, does that person want me involved
Yeah,
in their business?
'cause
If the guy who just had a car crash doesn't want me to help him, I'm getting back in my car and I'm going on.
it's like
Yeah.
it's something like there's a wheelchair guy. You see that they have like a hard time to get in the elevator, but you're fully
Even
assisting them. They don't want you to do that because that's a discrimination. So
yeah.
Oh,
Guess
so they're
what?
thinking
I've
the same
seen
different
I have
things.
seen some people
right,
get sued over
yeah,
stopping and helping somebody out of their
correct,
car, and the
correct,
next thing you know, you're in court because you moved them and they had
correct.
a spinal injury.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Then it's different. Okay, different country, different business.
Yep.
when
Now
it
it's
comes
really
to that.
hard.
When it comes to that, yeah.
It's hard here. Then you just treat them like they're not disabled unless they ask you to, can you open the door for me? Then you open. That's it. You don't say anything, look like, whatever.
Well, and I think part of what
Oh,
you have to do is learn
Yeah.
how to read a room. I say this a lot in education. You got to be able to read a room. So you got to be able to look around and go, is this an environment where I open the door for somebody or hit the
No, I
hand?
took the class and they said that because their wheelchair, you don't know their capability because disability is a different one. So you don't need, you will not judge their for your own judgment. If you just, it's better to say, oh, you need help, or somebody, like if they're really struggling to get in, you ask first, like, hey, you needing help. If they refuse, and that's it. But if they don't ask, then don't let, because that's yeah, I was shocked when I was reading those.
But it's
Yep.
what I'm
oh,
saying.
but here in the Philippines, once you open the door for somebody, you will call this gentleman
Yeah.
or a kind
Well,
person because you open the door for them.
But if in your wheelchair, it's different. The thinking that the discrimination, you judge by our mental that his disability, that he can't do anything for himself.
but that's where you're reading the room.
Yeah.
You're looking to
Well,
see if
oh,
he gets out of
so
his
there's
car
a
and he's good and he gets in his wheelchair and he's off and gone. Just leave his ass
Yeah.
alone.
But before you
Yeah.
doing something, you need to ask. You need help. That's it. But if there's no, you're fine.
But if he's struggling and he's struggling or she and they're struggling, it's okay to say, hey, do you need a helping hand?
Yeah. If you think they're kind of imbalanced or something, you need to ask. You don't need to automatic touch their chair because there will be a harassment.
But I don't care what anybody thinks. I still think it's appropriate to open the door for people.
Yeah, too much
Yeah.
Americano lawsuits after lawsuit.
oh, so that place is not for me because sometimes I move quickly. It's
No,
like when I think somebody needs help, I move quickly. It's like I no, maybe because I'm here in the Philippines and it's our nature to help somebody who are struggling in our
yeah, you,
eyes.
you will learn in the long time.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
do the same
it's
thing,
hard.
Tim.
Just
Hold the
just keep
door for them. As soon as they get in, that door shuts. I'm gone. Peace. I'm out.
yeah.
Yeah,
We don't linger either.
yeah.
No.
But it's
Because some people are very rude. But you think I can open the door for myself? Whatever.
well, you have to understand, Americans are very independent people, and it
Yeah.
depends on what part of the country you're in. If you're down south, it's a very polite society. People are say, "Hey, how are you? Can I get the door for you?" And they'll open the door, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah, can I get a door for you? So
If
you
it's
ask
up
first.
north, somebody's going to go, "What the hell are you doing touching my door?"
Good.
So
Then they'll shut the damn door and walk away.
yeah, so it really
You want to
depends.
open up the door? Here you go. Wait a second. Let's make sure it shuts first. There you
Yeah.
go.
I
Have
think
at it.
that you think they are invalid. What invalid, Mark, like you? Nobody, but they always come over to see that nobody. What? Uncle is in different world right now. Oh,
It,
come on, Uncle Iti, give yourself a break.
what is it? Like nobody, but they always come over to see that nobody,
Making
making
me
somebody
somebody.
singing, singing,
We're all nobodies in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, just give yourself a break, Uncle Iti, will you please?
We're just a number.
Yeah.
people just entitled to be in power because they don't have those mostly they get in their lives. So in a little bit piece, a simple thing, they make it sure that they're more power because that's the hardest thing to get in their life. This is a psychology, how people react.
Yeah.
The more like people like very sensitive, that's the one who get bullied all the time.
Because they don't have peace of the heart.
Yeah.
When you
That's why I like staying in my comfort zone and only come out when I need to. Go to grocery, get whatever I need, and go straight home.
But
Funny
the good
way
thing
to
is,
explain.
if you're Asian, they're not really judgmental. They think that we sounds like a bitch or we always sounds
Mm-hmm.
like mean. But if the white people being mean to white people, it's freaking big deal.
Yeah,
Oh,
Asians
really?
in America can get away with being snotty and
Yeah.
shitty, but white people can't get away with it. And this is in the workplace.
Yeah.
But we can't get away with being snotty and shitty to other white people
Yeah. If
or anybody.
if Asian complain like this, oh, you're exempted.
Yeah,
You know,
because
Oh,
the American
mostly like
the American perception is Asians are smart and
work hard.
they're not as emotional as Americans.
Yeah, they work really hard, but when they complain, just leave them alone. Let them complain.
Yeah, just
mm,
smile at them and wave. That pisses them off even more.
That's it.
yeah.
Exactly.
Now the
I
key is
had a little lady yell at me because I opened the door for her the other day. What?
Those are the ones you kick the door shut, say, have
Yeah.
a great day, and walk
well,
away.
those are one that say, "Well, Karen, I am so sorry you're offended that I opened the door for you," and then
Yeah,
you
now
walk.
get out of my way.
That's
This
it.
is the first time I heard you show kindness and then you will being yelled.
Usually, the old people are not
Yeah.
practiced that there's, like,
Shoot,
I don't know.
it's probably somebody from the woke society. You
Yeah.
know, normal people don't get too bent out of shape by stupid little stuff like that.
No.
I mean, they really don't. People don't get it. It's the ones that you know, I don't know, think that there's 20 different genders that get bent out of shape about everything.
Sometimes I tell people, "Oh, sorry, you forget to take your pills." When I'm mad, you need to take your
Ah,
pills.
Just
Yeah,
because he wasn't paying
I have
attention.
hormonal imbalance. I wasn't paying attention. Tip.
they shut up their mouth when I say, "Look, like, oh, sorry, you forgot you take your pills."
What is that again?
I think like, oh, seems like you forgot to drink your pill, to take your pills. Don't next time, don't go out in public.
Yeah, the door had hydraulics on
Yeah,
it.
and
Once
they
I
don't
let
know.
go, it's shutting.
Some people really look like they forgot to really take their meds. That's why they're cranky.
Or
Normal
maybe they just
people are not
hungry.
so cranky. Yeah, have you taken your meds? Exactly, I do that.
You
And
take your meds, Lowell.
Asking you.
Or you can ask, are you hungry?
yeah, I really think like, oh, even like work, like I'm saying, oh, somebody's forget to take their meds, and
That's
they're
it.
just like, yeah, because why you're cranky in a little things.
A lot of people will smile at that also.
Yeah.
You know, when you mouth off like that, they catch it, they get it, they realize and they kind of,
But it's not really like painful, like attacking.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I just
And
say, don't be mad because your dog gets more attention than you do at home.
There you go.
Are you feverish? Yeah, it's
yeah,
Do you need medical treatment?
I usually tell that one, oh, and somebody like, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, I forgot it. See,
Better change your weed.
yeah,
Or you can always say, "Oh,
but they don't know that I'm already insulted because I got you behave me not really. You treat me like bad, and I just saying about those meds, and they think it's funny and remind them that
you can
that's
always
how
just,
the bad they are. They act.
you can always just say, well, I thought you were somebody important."
No, that's could be like that's more fire up, the conversation. Like,
That's
I'm
all
just
right.
saying like seems like you forgot your meds. What meds? Well, you're not be cranky if you take your meds. I just oh shit, I
forgot to take their
forgot.
pills from them.
Yeah,
In American society, 90% of us are on drugs. So there you go.
exactly. They're really cranky if they forgot their meds. 'Cause if they're doing the meds, they're emotional control.
Well, if you're doing really good meds, then you don't really give a shit. you
Yeah.
know? Like,
But if you skip your pills, you'll be cranky even the little things. Even the rugs that you trip, you will shitty about the rugs. Because you
I
trip.
just take out all
In
my
the Philippines,
aggression
they
at
are
work.
saying the opposite.
Who forget to
Right,
take your
Richard?
What?
Here in the Philippines, we were saying the opposite. Whatever kind of medicine you are taking, you have to stop that.
Yep.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah. Hey, lady, I think you're on too damn many drugs. Might want to get clean. But
But
Throw
usually
that pill bottle out. You don't need any more.
make you behave.
We
yeah,
leave
leave the
emotions
emotion.
at home. That's how professional work, Tim. You have to leave your emotion at home and pick it up once you get home.
Yep.
Oh,
'Cause I
that's
Whatever
take out,
pushes
guarantee
you
you, I
on.
take out all my aggression at work.
Yeah. No, you bring your aggression on the road as well when you drive.
Oh yeah,
I heard a lot of it.
yeah. That's because they're not paying attention to what they're doing.
Even here in the Philippines, when you're riding on a car, you bring your aggression with you. Traffic. No,
We like
Jimmy, don't take it back.
we're really big on order and operation in the United States. You know, when traffic's supposed to go north, we expect it to go north.
Yep.
You know,
And
not
don't stop. You hit the brakes in front of me and we're doing 55, you better get the hell out of my way.
yeah.
Because
If you
I'm
slam
not.
in your brake, like little bit, oh, you have a problem with me? Get out of the car and they hit
Yeah.
each other.
Honking at each other in America is a bad thing. In the Philippines, it's like
Oh
some
my
kind of
God.
signal.
In the
No, even
Philippines, that's how they talk. Is with
that's
the
right.
horn.
Yeah.
Beep,
signals.
beep, 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 beep.
You
Yeah,
know, what?
that's where you are holding the handles with your two hands and give it a lot of work.
They don't
Oh,
like here even there's somebody bumper to bumper with them. They don't like it.
Yeah, we don't like cars close to our cars.
Yeah.
But our cars cost a lot of freaking money. So
yeah.
we don't want other cars by our car. Why in the hell are you parking so close to me? Get your happy ass over there. You know, so that's, we don't like that. We don't like people tailgating us or anything.
Yeah. Even like a car following closer to your back, they don't like it.
Just as my dog said, I fell down the well. Aw. Maybe
Here in the
last
Philippines,
year,
it's bumper
David.
to bumper. But
They
it
don't
feels
like it. They will get out on your car or somebody will shoot you right away.
Well,
Lorelai, David said you want to take home every fish you catch.
Yes, I did. Only in the ocean, not on the fresh water.
Have you
Oh
had
no,
fresh
I don't
water?
like freshwater fish.
Fresh? Yeah, that's what we here. We are on the fresh water.
she's eating bass and the catfish, which is gross.
But that's a farm.
No, I'm talking. You've eaten lake catfish.
No, I didn't. You
Yeah.
throw it away.
Well,
Remember?
you've had. Trust me, you've had lake catfish. You didn't like it, but you've had it. You've had largemouth bass and trout,
The trout is clean here.
and I think you had perch.
Yeah, freshwater trout is very good.
Yeah, I'm very good on cooking on it, and they was surprised.
And then
The
she's
thing
had
that a Filipino cannot cook trout because there's no trout in the Philippines. But I clean it really good, and they're surprised it not even taste like they used to be.
Well, when the time comes, I will come down and show you how to cook trout in tinfoil.
Oh, we've done that.
Yeah, we done that.
We've done it on the grill, the open coal. I've done it on coals, in the
Yep.
coals, like put the fire down, and then we've done it on the grill above the coals and put it on
But-
bar. Yeah,
Have you had it come out sweet?
yeah. I think trout is sweet. I think trout's a sweet meat for me.
No, trout is not a sweet meat.
Have you? It's not smelly, right? Because they're smelly. If I
No.
clean
no.
it, then it's not smelly.
See,
Yeah,
we
what-
pull lamb. We don't brush the scales off of them.
Yeah. When I went here, Richard, oh my goodness, all these guys trying to show me they can cook best of the trout, but not to be offended, and not to be offend them.
But we'll be
But
happy to
it
eat your
smells
trout.
is this nasty and look like watery because I don't know. But
That's probably because they soaked them in brine.
Right.
If you soak them in brine, then they're gonna stink.
yeah. And some of those just look like they just rub it and boil it with like it doesn't. I don't know. But I just like the trout to be fried.
But we'll be happy to eat your trout. Trust me. If you're cooking, we're eating.
Yeah, different states have their own, right?
Well, one of the cute things. Here's a cute fishing story. I think it's you. We were out fishing in that little little city lake I was telling you about
The
over the
Koreans.
summer. Yeah, and we ran into a little Korean. You want to tell it? You can tell it.
No, you can tell.
We ran into a Korean family that were new to this part of the world,
No, pay
Right.
attention. Grow my own meds. Oh, may
and
marijuana.
they were trying to fish, and they were
He
fishing
Tim
for
throwing
perch
Mary Jane.
with these really big hooks.
See, no one's paying attention from Tim. What? You're growing your own meds?
No, she's making a cookies. She's making a
And
cookies.
brownies.
A brownies.
And they weren't having very much. They were trying to use hot dogs and these giant hooks. They weren't having any luck. And so one little girl from Korea came over and talked to Lorelai because she thought she was Korean. And so we started talking with them, and we explained to them that their hooks were too big, for perch.
No, before I started that one, they wonder why every time I land my say, I just get the fish right away.
Yeah.
So there's wondering, like, how did you get it? Because like, oh no, that's not true. But if I landed, I get it right away. Then they have this like sack of rice that
And
they made a
a
bag.
rice bag, yeah.
Yeah, and they put all the one that I catch. Then I told them, look, like you're not catching it. They said no. I said, let me see what hook you're using. And said, this is the porch will not get in this one. This is big. Get the number one. And look like, what number one? Then looking on it, yeah, this one. And they're so thrilled that they got it right.
Yeah, I gave them some of the hooks we were using,
Yeah.
and we gave
Yeah.
them all. But it was so. What was funny was
They're using number 4.
they were using big hooks for perch. But what was funny was the grandma or the mother, whoever she was, the lady with the rice bag.
Yeah.
She wanted to take every perch there was. She didn't care how big it was, which I thought was funny, and I'm happy to give her to her.
Because they make a Korean dish.
Right.
Boil it,
But she would take the perch,
but not the
right?
worm.
But she wouldn't touch a worm. Every time we caught a fish, I had
Hearing
to
all
unhook
the
it.
fresh,
Yeah.
squeaky, or live like fish.
Yeah.
Not the worm, the dead worm.
She wouldn't
Woo!
come close to the worms. I had to unhook it and give her the fish each time.
She asked.
What
She
What
asked
if
her.
you said 55 the speed limit, here is 95? You're closer to heaven then, Tim.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's in the
That's in California.
Oklahoma. There's a
85.
85 in Oklahoma.
85.
85.
The
But you can run
The
15.
further north you go, it drops down because it's 70 up here on the main highways. And then once you get past into Canada, it's 65, 55,
Wow.
because you don't dare go over that because of the potholes in the road.
Yeah.
I have a blue gel pond, and the
Bluegill.
water's too warm for the bluegill.
Bluegill.
For the trout,
Oh.
yeah.
The water's too warm for trout. Here.
Yeah.
Oh, we went fishing the trout here, and they look at me. I don't know what people always like to give me a fish
They feel sorry for you.
because I don't have a
But
then do it again.
she ain't gonna catch it.
We know David said you need to leave your
Patience.
line, and I
Patience.
said no, that's how I fish. I
Patience.
roll it.
Patience. That's
Put
something.
put a jig on her line, and since she likes to cast all the time, take her bass fishing.
Hey, I went to Florida. I'm the one who catch a lot of fish, but I was
Pinfish.
picky. That's poor. To bring it out, how to bring that kind
Oh,
of
you were
fish.
just eating it wrong.
See how bad he is. He makes whatever into a different story. You're just jealous. I catch a lot of fish.
Well, I wasn't trying to get little pinfish.
I even catch a turtle. Oh my goodness, a turtle doing
Yeah,
in
we
my
got
plate.
turtles. But so what Lorelei fishes with usually, like for trout, there's a power bait, a
Oh.
grub, and I put a sinker on it so she can cast it and reel it.
That's the only
But-
one I know how to fish.
But she won't take the patience to do it.
Then full cream of mushroom on the barbecue. What?
Yeah.
Cream?
Tin foil. Cream of mushroom on the barbecue.
Yeah. How did you put a cream mushroom inside a tin full of your barbecue?
No,
You put the fish in there and then pour the cream of mushroom over it.
Wow, that's kind of yucky. Oh, sorry.
Lorelai.
but we like
Cream mushroom. Then you put the pork on it and foil it.
No, that's what I'm thinking.
I
How does
don't
it taste?
know.
Or how does it smell? Because mushroom has a smell, right? And it
I like
doesn't go right with
Yeah,
the
but
fish.
not if you're barbecuing it because it's not a stronger heat.
Huh?
If you wrap in a tin foil, it's not really a barbecue. It look like a boil that you put there in the steam. So
We
I'm
will go at the brownies then, Tim. Well, let's forget about the mushroom on the barbecue.
maybe he's talking about magic mushrooms.
maybe
Maybe.
it doesn't say anything about the
No,
brown.
no.
So maybe
His next line is the magic brownies.
Oh.
maybe she has some hair on her mouth. Okay, no, let's see. Maybe she got a hair on her mouth.
Yeah, I think she gets fur balls. She goes to the
No, she went to the lake on the floor and get the hair.
What
yeah,
kind of
fur balls.
brownie you're making, Tim?
You're good.
I'm good at making brownies.
You
I'm
good
good
at
at eating them too.
I think it's a different kind of brownies. I don't know if I'm reading it. I have a filthy mind though, so I have
Tim,
everything he said is just a different meaning for me.
see?
Maybe my mind is just filthy.
No, Tim always talking about the meds.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
The mushroom is the meds and the brown is the meds.
I like brownies.
Yeah, the mushroom is talking about maybe that's the meds. That's
I want my brownie a little overcooked, so you get more of a crust.
I like mine nice and soft and juicy.
I like mine a little crusty.
Even in the Philippines, when we grill the bangus, you know, the milkfish, I wrap in a tin foil. I don't really like the taste on it. I like the really grilled.
I don't like I like the banana
Yeah.
leaves.
I think the putting it inside wrapping in a tin foil, it just look like you're steaming on it or
You are.
boiling.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What's the tin foil expensive?
Yeah, in the Philippines.
Then why are you grilling it? You're just boiling it. You know what I'm saying?
None of the girls will bait their hooks. Lorelai will bait hers.
I did. So
He's just saying in general.
Yeah.
In general, a lot of the girls won't bait the hooks because they don't want to touch
Bait.
the bait, whatever you're putting on there.
and usually you don't go fishing, only few. But I like go fishing when if I catching on it and bring it home. But if I can't bring it home, it's done. Look like we went to the Gulf of Mexico. That is like
Off of America.
okay, that's American. Okay, so
Yeah, they changed the name now.
we rent a charter, and it was happened that it's an out of season for the
Red snapper.
the red snapper. And it's so big. And then I said, and the
Wow.
guy was like, "Oh, you don't like it? Like, well, I like it if I can bring it, but it's useless. So I will keep fishing there."
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like going on charters because it's a hit or miss.
we've had pretty good luck, to be honest. I think we're probably batting 90.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
We've had good luck, believe it or not. We've done 4 or 5, and only had one that was,
Yeah, he's a drunk kid.
yeah, but he was, yeah. But,
He's drinking already before he get in the boat.
yeah, before we got to the boat. There's a little weebly wobbly.
He's a spoiled kid. I bet that's not his boat.
Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't. But, and that was down in the Mobile Bay. But out in the Gulf of America, we've had some good guides.
But we get some mackerel and it's not good. I don't like the mackerel.
And we got a lot of mackerel.
Yeah, on that one, but I don't like it.
But a couple years back, we were down in Texas after a cruise ship. We had some friends wintering in Texas, down in Brownsville, about that area. And he'd never been deep sea fishing, and he wanted to get, and it was dead of the winter, and he wanted to catch big fish. So I told the guy, because the guy was like, "Look, do you want to take fish home?" What? I said, "No, my friend."
Where's the picture? You have it in your eye.
my friend really wants to catch something big, and he's like, all right, but you got to realize the red snappers are out of season, and you can't take them home.
You just want to experience.
So we went and caught big fish, but we couldn't take it home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
A red snapper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big one.
It's really heavy to reel, and the guy like, oh, you don't want it? Look like, well, it's just a waste of effort. But Americans really, this is great.
While you were doing it.
Huh?
It was fun while you were doing it.
Yeah, that's what he said. But it's freaking heavy. It worried me out because it's really
Yep.
heavy. Like drilling on it, and my stomach it hurt. Then I said, free touch two, and that's it.
Here, let's see if this will work. Oh,
It's a salmon fish.
Oh,
You catch it.
that's my biggest one.
Damn.
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you cut it up into steaks?
The tail portion where my hand is,
Yeah.
that's where you stop, and then the rest down to the dark part of the fin is all staked out.
Where did you catch it?
Lake Superior.
Wow. Way up north,
Oh.
above Chicago. Wow.
We have bluegill and bass. The girls will be in the water today.
Because right where we fish, it's right along the borderline of Canada.
Yeah. That's big.
You're going to have to try if there's no smell with the cream. Oh my goodness, Tim is still doing the mush.
So you're talking about taking cream and mushroom out of the
He will take whatever we don't like. We just take your brownness instead.
We catch is that grouper, right? Then there's a big, that was a big, the not a charter, but a big one, right? And I don't like it because people are
Maybe
saying,
hyper.
and there was a mean guy because David catch the big one, right? It's really big, but we can't keep it because it's not illegal.
Thanks
So-
for coming, Yads. Have a nice day.
Okay, ads, bye bye. Then he kept trying to push David, because you have a space that you can on the party boat, and he kept pushing David. You know what I said? Hey, excuse me, I think you're out of your line. And I said, like, what line? The line that I'm talking is the one you're standing, not your fishing line.
You get a sign.
And David will not say anything, man. I'm gonna say this guy.
It's all right. I just don't like touching anybody.
Yeah, because it's really close to you, like trying to move David, and David cannot, because he's always look like get snagged. And I said, look like, hey guy, this is my spot and this is his, and you're away from your spot.
Because the bottom line for me is, it's either pretend it's not happening or smack the shit off of them and throw them over the boat.
Yeah.
One of the two. So I didn't, But party boats are horrible. I would never recommend
Yeah.
them. Those are
Yeah.
That's the only one we did once, and I don't
Yeah,
like it.
we did that one time and it sucked.
Then the rest we did charter all the time.
Private charters, yeah.
That's really bad, right, Megan?
Yeah.
That guy's annoyed me though.
It's all right.
This is he catching fish. Oh, he catching fish. I'll get this.
Well, and what you have to realize on a party boat, it really doesn't matter where the hell you stand. There's 50 lines in the water.
Yeah, but it usually get more tangled
I
if
understand.
it's really closer to you. So yeah, I'm the one to pitch, so it's fine.
That's why I don't like going on those charters, because there's 30 people down one side, 30 on the other side. And if you
Yeah,
catch a big one, dude, you done tangled up 60 lines.
That's it.
yes. That's our first and last one.
I have 3 little girls that want to fish every day. Good. That's
Mhm.
outstanding. And
And
more
if they
girls.
fly fish, you're better off.
Yeah, I used to fly fish for the trout up here. I got pretty good at it for a while, and then I didn't just go trout fishing for a number of years. I haven't fly fished in a while.
I like
mean-
fly fishing.
I did too. I enjoyed it. I
don't like it because when I'm doing that, it was stuck on the tree.
You're not supposed to throw it like a lasso.
You need to be like this. Like, oh my, you're making your hype. Like, just throw it like that. I can cast far.
It's all about.
You
But
will
the
be
guys
the
look
hell
like
out
five.
of nowhere.
They
When
will
you
beat.
pull back, you're pulling line out of the reel at the same time, and when you throw it forward, you're releasing that line.
Yeah.
It's about patience.
But if I'm
Yep.
doing this, it's still, I can hit, right? I can cast good.
Yeah, but it's about patience.
But I will reel it, then throw it again and reel it.
Don't
Fishing.
feel bad. I watch people fish like that with little Zepco reels that can outcast a fly rod.
That's what they give in their fish to me because they feel pity on me. That's how I enjoy fishing, casting, roll it, cast.
That's a good bass fishing technique there.
Yeah, I like using ultralights. I'm a big fan of ultralights.
I really hate like waiting and somebody will get it. Oh my goodness, that's annoying me.
What, like using an ugly stick?
Yeah, the ultralight, like the one series ultralights, a little triggered for
Yep.
trout. So, at least here, if you catch a 1 or 2 pound rainbow, you're really, and you got what, 3 pound, 2 pound test, maybe 4 pound max, maybe some Vanish Berkeley line that is excellent for that type of environment. You use a little ugly stick, a little rod, a 4.5, 5 foot rod. I got some really nice ones, and I'm telling you, man, it's a blast when you're catching perch or anything else.
Have you used that fishing line? That's big.
No, I'll use it in Florida.
Oh, yeah, really big.
What's
Look at
that, the ocean rod?
Yeah, I got one.
What is a halibut? Is that a fish?
Halibut.
Yeah, that's expensive one.
It's a good fish.
Yep.
That's for like the
And
5
for
star.
for a 10-year-old, that somebody probably had to have their hand on his britches to keep him in the boat.
100 pound of halibut? How does a 10-year-old can
Yeah,
reel that one?
Very careful.
I don't know.
that's right.
I don't know. 100 pounds and you reel it.
Well, you work.
Yeah.
Usually, you have a good boat captain who knows how to move the boat.
Maybe they
Yep.
catch it and somebody reel it for them. Because that's
No,
nothing.
you never know.
Yeah.
I've seen kids slap their parents' hand away from them to bring in some big fish,
Oh yeah.
and they'll play with it for half an hour, 45 minutes just to get it up and in.
Hey, 100 pounds is it's very rare to find.
Not anymore.
But 100 pounds.
Yeah, it's a big fish. It's a good
I
fish.
don't know. Usually it's only like a 20 or, 20.
No, halibut get bigger than that.
Halibut are a bigger fish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but 10-year-old can.
I know, but halibut are a big fish. You might
That's
be
what I'm
thinking of
saying.
a flounder.
How do you think they fish in Alaska? The kids go out there and do 90% of the fishing.
Jeez.
Catch all of that.
Oh, halibut fish. Oh, I know what is it.
No, that's really look like in the 5 star. It's
Like a
expensive.
slipper fish.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a soft white tendered meat.
I like to fry it. And what batter? I like to make it look like southern fried
Oh,
fish.
Tim is already gone.
Good
Tim.
night, Tim.
Have a good night, Tim.
Yeah, to
Yeah, we're about ready to end this
Good night,
anyways.
yeah.
They sell 100 pounds of halibut. They make good money.
Or you
Yep.
just-
Halibut is in a 5 star hotel.
yeah,
A
you can get it.
5 star restaurant.
You can get it. So, yeah, we'll get off of here too. It's about that time.
All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate you for coming up.
Thank you, Lorelai and David.
Thank you, Lorelei. Thank you, David.
Just message me when you're going to do it live again.
Yeah, I will. I will.
Try to come up. We're happy to come up on people's live streams to
Yeah.
to talk.
I'm a good listener, David, so don't worry about talking a lot.
I get told I do that a lot.
David talks a lot than Lorelai. That's how I see it in the live stream.
Because David, that was his job before. He just talking, like he's doing a conference, talk by himself. That's why I
Oh,
know one of his class said, "I will let you put in my class, but don't ask anything. Don't even raise your hand,
What do you
or do
want?
not make any noise."
all you need to do is to listen.
Yeah, because you distracting me, and I get paid for this job for how many? This is very important. So don't ask anything.
That's right.
I
Just,
know
Oh.
you just ignore it.
just sit there and be quiet while I lecture. All right,
All right.
guys. Next time.
Have a nice night.
Have a
Thank you.
nice night.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. We're going to close out of here. Appreciate everybody for showing up. Mommy Ads, Tim, E.T.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who else was in? I know there was somebody else in here. I'm forgetting. Pat, thank you for coming over. And that was pretty much the people that were here tonight. Oh, Miss D, thank you very much for showing up.
The earlier one. I don't know who is that.
Yeah, they were all earlier. That was pretty much it, but appreciate everybody that came in tonight and hung out.
Thank you, Tim. Who is the
And
other
we
one?
shall talk to you all later.
Mayumi.
Bye.